So far this week, it's been dry across most of the coastline, but we're expecting some rain to develop along the south coast this evening. Thundershower activity continues over the interior, and we're expecting very high temperatures to persist over the Western Cape for the rest of this week as well. Over the past 24 hours, we saw some thundershower activity over northern and western South Africa late yesterday. This morning started off clear over KwaZulu-Natal, where we're forecasting a hot afternoon, and we've already started seeing some showery and thundershower activity developing over parts of central South Africa early in the morning. Moving ahead to this afternoon, where we're expecting thundershower activity to continue developing across the area, spreading towards Gauteng as well as Limpopo and Mpumalanga. Overnight rainfall along the south coast, clearing out during the course of Thursday afternoon, and at the same time increased cloud cover brings in cooler temperatures over KZN on Thursday afternoon. Now, the South African Weather Service has still issued a watch for today for the possibility of a heatwave persisting over the next day or two for the West Coast district of the Western Cape, and a second watch for today associated with high temperatures as well, resulting in very uncomfortable conditions over parts of the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal. There's a chance of light rain, as I've already mentioned, along the south coast into this evening, including the Garden Route areas and the Overberg of the Western Cape. Scattered thundershowers develop over the central parts for Bloemfontein, just east of Uppington over the Northern Cape, and extending towards the Drakensberg Mountains. And surrounding this, a broad area of isolated thundershowers extends all the way through to southern Limpopo, as well as the coastal areas of the Eastern Cape and southern KwaZulu-Natal. Wind speeds for today will be light to moderate across the interior, averaging around 10 to 20 kilometers per hour, but gusty at times over Sutherland with an average wind of 30 kilometers per hour. A hot afternoon for the central and western parts of the country, and especially hot over the interior of the Eastern Cape. Graafreinet gets up to 36 and temperatures peaking in the lower 30s for much of KwaZulu-Natal. Overnight temperatures remaining mild over the southern parts of the country, mid to lower teens in places. Hot once again for Uppington, and an especially warm night along the east coast, 22 for both Durban and Richards Bay. A closer look at the capital city's weather, where we're expecting a hot afternoon at 31 degrees, isolated thundershowers with light winds in the forecast, and there's still a chance of thundershowers, especially in the early evening, and the overnight minimum drops down to 17 degrees. Moving ahead to Thursday, we're expecting a hot afternoon over the western parts of the country. Thundershowers for Gauteng, Pretoria and Johannesburg peaking in the upper 20s. And it's going to be another hot one on Friday over the western parts of the country, but thundershowers start developing across the area, and a hot afternoon for both Durban and Richards Bay.